Hi, I'm Max. I'm the creator behind Eat the Rich Art. I use he, him, and they, them pronouns, and I am here today because I am trans. But not just because of that, because I have two Pride markets booked for this summer. One in June, I'm at Bedworth Pride on 7th of June, I think, and then I'm at Warwickshire Pride in Leamington on August the something, 22nd, I think. So I need to make pridey things. I also have two big summer events during this period. I'm at Easterfest in April on Easter Monday, and then I'm at Summerfest in Leamington at the start of April as well. No, start of August. I'm in Leamington a lot in August, so we have a lot of things to do, to prep, to plan for. There's a lot going on. So, things that I would like to make. This is my making everything trans video because I would like to make trans things for the prides and also just to have generally anyway. I've been lacking some pridey vibes on my stall, so I would like to bring some pridey vibes to my stall. A little disclosure, I did already start filming this video and then I lost all of the footage. I'm feeling a little bit sensitive about it. So this is a redo. That does mean that I do already have two things made. So this is my Capride Bara. If you would like to make the Capride Bara, I think this video will be out before the Pride Crochet Along. Let me check my calendar, hang on, I'll be back. This is my calendar, it's the Dan and Phil one. Right. Transvid is start of May, so yes, this video will be out before the start of the Pride Crochet Along. Crochet Along starts in June. If you would like to take part in the Pride Crochet Along, you need to follow the account that I will link in the description before the end of May, and then it's going to be closed into a private account. So make sure that you go and follow that video if you would like to get this pattern for free. This pattern will be out on my Ko-fi afterwards, but because it's quite a complicated pattern, I had to do a lot of working out different stitch counts for the flags and things. It will have to be a paid pattern. I'm going to do it as a pay what you can, but I think the minimum price is going to be £2. If that is a problem for you, especially if you are a trans person, DM me, we'll sort something out. So, Capride Bara with a trans flag. This is my prototype. So this was the first one. I need to put him through UKCA testing. He might also change slightly because I've got a couple of friends testing him out for me at the minute. So I don't know whether to put him through testing just yet. I doubt much is going to change. It'll be a stitch count at most. So I've got some considerations to do about whether I put him through testing now or in a little bit, but I'd like to make some more of these with different flags. But we have a trans flag to start with because this is the Making Everything Trans video. So he's adorable. I love him. I love making him. He's so cute. And that is item 1 for this video. Then item 2 that I've already made is this guy. So this is the frog pattern by My Little Happy Bee. I did explain in my last What I Made This Week video, I can't find this pattern on their account currently. It was a free Instagram pattern. I've got it off a re-upload account and I didn't realise. So I'm going to try and track it down, see if they've pulled it out onto their Etsy or something, and make sure that I'm linking directly to the creator in the description. But I gave him a little trans belly patch. In the pattern, this patch is worked in the spiral. Obviously I've worked it in rounds to make it striped, so I will also include information in the Google Doc on how I did that because it's a useful mod. But we have a little trans frog, well, quite a big trans frog actually. He's like bigger than my head. I don't have any cans to compare him to. And my mug's not a normal sized mug either, so can't compare it to that. Do I have anything of standard size around here? I have a book. Let's go with a book. This is my copy of The Hunger Games from, oh god, 2012 probably. I've had her a while, compared to the frog. So it's quite a big frog. It's bigger than a book. But I've really enjoyed making him, and I'd love to make a bunch more in different flags. I probably won't make him for every flag just because he's huge and he's going to have a big price tag on, but for a trans flag he worked out quite well. And yeah, I really enjoyed making him. He took me 3 days because he was big and the yarn was hurting my hands, but I think I'm going to work a bit more with some Snug as a Bug because this was done in parfait. And if I enjoy using the Snug as a Bug, I will buy some green in that and use it to make big frogs. Because I think it's going to hurt my hands a bit less than the parfait did, because the parfait is quite stiff. So that is everything trans I've made so far. The next thing I need to say is that my plans for other things I would like to make. I would like to make an axolotl. I think that's going to be a today job because that will also need testing. I've got a pile of things that need testing again, so I can slip the axolotl into this batch, fab, and then I can continue to make it in the upcoming Pride videos. I'd like to make a smaller frog as well because I feel like the frogs are going to go well. I know my audience, so a smaller one for the people who don't have as much money, and then the bigger one for people who want the bigger one. It's probably going to be my way that I go with it. I am also tempted to come up with a mini version of the Capride Barra using the mini capy pattern that I use currently. I can't remember who that's by. It's linked in the doc, and then adding my own pride flag mod onto it. So that might also be an option for people who don't have as much money, because I know that both of these prides are frequented a bit more by younger people, so I don't want to just have things that are this huge and then them not be able to buy things, because that would be sad for them. So yeah, smaller frog, maybe a smaller capy, an axolotl, maybe a whale. I could do a few whales. Definitely doing bees because they go so well. So yeah, bees, whales, so that I've got little keychain size things, frogs. Maybe I could do like a triceratops, like a triceratops but make it trans. That would be cute. Yeah, I've got a lot of ideas. So I'll pop in when I've made a few more things and then let you know what I've made. And that's how this video is going to go, because I don't know how else to film it. So thank you very much, Passionate Kelsey, for the idea, because I watched her making Everything Pride series last Pride and that was really fun to watch, so that's why I'm making on. And I will see you when I've made more things. Hello, I'm back. So yesterday I made a transmasc. This pattern I can't remember the name of, so I'll link it in the description. I should have put plastic eyes on it. That's my one criticism of the pattern that I've used, is that it doesn't tell you to put the eyes in before you finish the head off. So I finished the head off and then went, oh, it's not got any eyes in it. So next time I make it, I'm putting plastic eyes in, but he's cute. He's a cute guy. But yeah, so that is what I made yesterday. And that's the only trans thing I got around to making yesterday, because I tried to focus more on my spooky things. So plan for today is a hoodie bear, hence the brown. So I want to make a hoodie bear with trans hoodie on. That's plan for today. I'm not sure currently if I'll do it where like it's so clearly a flag, or whether I'll do it that it's a bit more subtle and do it colour blocked instead. but we will work that out as I come to it. I'll probably end up making 2, just because I do have 2 markets, pride markets, so I should probably be making multiples of things instead of just making a bunch of one-offs. Obviously, to start with, I've made one-offs because stuff needs UKCA testing, but now that I'm getting onto patterns that I've done before, I can just make them how I want to make them. So I might make one with the actual flag and then one colour blocked, just for choice, I guess. So that is the plan for today. For pride things, I would also like to make some frogs today, some smaller ones. And yeah, I think a turtle as well. Because I've got a turtle that needs UKCA testing currently, but he's an alien spaceship turtle. So if I just do a normal turtle with a trans shell on, that's probably going to be a good one to do as well. Might also make a whale. I think I've got, because I have an idea to do a Triceratops. I'm making a trans Triceratops, but I do have one big trans plushie already. So I think for the sake of this series to start with, I'm just going to focus on getting one jumbo pattern per flag done, just because I'm not entirely sure that that will sell at the first market because it's a smaller event, and then I've got it as a showstopper for the bigger market. But obviously if they sell in between, I've got enough time in between to remake the showstopper or to make a bigger plush. So I will save the Pride Dinosaur idea for a different flag. I think, spoiler, other flags are in the works, other things are coming up. So yeah, I think hoodie bears and frogs is the plan for today. I see you tomorrow. I return with an army of beans. So it has been my birthday in the past few days, so I wanted to just have a chill day with my partner to celebrate, which we did. So we watched some cool movies. We watched In the Heights, which was really cool. I've seen it before. It's one of my comfort musicals, but it's not one that my partner's seen, so we watched that and that was nice to share with him. We watched She's the Man, also a comfort film. I love Amanda Bynes. She's great in that. I also love Channing Tatum and he is great in that. So we watched those. We watched a bit of Bridgerton. We're working our way through season 4 currently, so that's cool, because we watch like an episode a night, so it's taken us a little while to get through. And then what else did we watch? I feel like we watched one more thing. Oh, Last One Laughing, UK season 2 is finally coming out, so we caught up with the first 3 episodes of that because we didn't realise it was out yet. So that's good. Not such a chaotic cast this season. If you've not seen it, you should totally watch it. It's on Prime. But yeah, it's absolute chaos. Put 10 comedians in a room and tell them not to laugh. It's mad this season. So that's what we were watching. And during that, I just wanted something that was going to be quick and easy that I didn't have to think about to make. And I made this little fella from The Girl Who Knots new pattern. I think I showed him last time, potentially. This one? Can't remember. Not sure. So, I'm also not sure if I've shown you the hoodie bear. I'll grab him in a second. Anyway, I wanted something easy to make. And he's really easy. He's 11 rounds. So quick, so simple. Really do check this pattern out if you've not seen it yet. Kayla has bested herself once again. The only problem I had is the first time that I did this, I pushed the clips on his eyes all the way like tight in, and it's meant that he's not, like, you can't see his eyes. So that's not great. So when I did the next ones, because I have 8mm eyes with a few different types of backs and all of them pass UKCA testing quite easily, So I used the other type of backs that I've got for my 8mm eyes this time, and you can actually see his eyes now. So that was great. So anyway, first beans got made, and then while we were watching the film, I made 3 more beans. So I have 4 beans in total. I figured that is 2 per Pride market. And then if I sell all 4 at the first Pride market, these are easy enough to make again that it's fine. So I've made those, and that took me like 1 movie to make 3 of them. So I needed something else that was quick and easy to make. So I decided to make more. Don't worry, I've tested it with the plastic eyes as well. So we now have a trio. I'm going to remake this one because it was my testing one, but we have the trio of the trans flag of axolotls, which I thought would go well. And then they took me basically the rest of the day. I think I made most of it during She's the Man, and then after that my arms were hurting, so I stopped. But the other thing I've been working on, bear with me just 1 second. Yeah, so just grabbed this guy. I don't know if I showed him or not, so I'm going to show him again. We've done a colour block hoodie, so pink belly, white arms, blue hood. I'm going to make a second one that does actually have the full Pride flag on it, but I thought I'd make a subtle one as well for reasons, for people who can't necessarily have like really pridey things. Like that's what I like with the axolotls as well, is you can't really tell that they're meant to be pridey unless they're on a stall with pridey things. So if someone wants something a bit more subtle, then we have a bit more subtle, and then we have the not subtle for the people who don't want to be subtle. So that is everything I've made so far. My goal for today, I would like to make some bees and some whales, so I'll probably make another 4 of each, same with the frogs, so that I've got 2 per market if I need 2 per market, and then obviously if they sell I can restock. So that is the plan, and then I think that'll be it for trans stuff just for now. I need to order some more brown so I can do some more capybaras, and I think I do want to order some more green blanket yarn to make more big frogs. But I'd like to move on to a different flag because I love my flag, it's so pretty. But if I look at it one more time, I'm just getting a bit bored of looking at the colours, so I think I'm going to move on to, might do lesbians next. Let's give the lesbians a chance, especially since I've got that really pretty banat to use that looks like a lesbian flag. So that will be the next one. I've rambled again, so I'm gonna go, and I will see you once I've finished keychains. Hi, so we are here to finish the video, to finalise it. So we have made 2 more bees, and they are keychains, and then, so let's show that a bit closer actually. So I've just done the entire bee as the flag rather than doing, I know some people do yellow face and butt and then the stripes in the middle, but I prefer just doing the entire bee. Personally, it means that the bee doesn't end up having to be made bigger to accommodate for there being more stripes in it or anything. They end up a good little size for a keychain. Also means that if I wanted to at any point, these would fit in my machine. What's that called? My vending machine thingy that I've got. But sorry, lost my train of thought. They fit in there, but I'm not going to put them in just so that people can choose the flags that they want, because I don't want someone to get a trans bee if that's not a flag that they relate with or use, etc. So in the same vein, we have trans whales. So can see I've done the flag as the body of the whale and then just a plain white belly with some 8mm eyes. Yeah, I'm really happy with the way I've done these. I've changed it ever so slightly because when I first started making this pattern I did front loop only, back loop only, I mean, to make the belly a bit flatter. I just stopped doing that out of laziness at some point, but I've gone back to adding that ridge back in and I think it looks really cute. We have little tails, little fins. I started making these using a pattern of someone, but I think I tweaked and changed it over the years. So I count this as free-handed now because I've just worked out a different way to do it. I think the one I was using before had surface crocheted fins and tail and things, whereas I do them in the round and other things. So both of these patterns I count as free-handed because I do just freehand them. So we have 2 whales and 2 bees. I know I did say I was going to do 4 of each, but I decided, because I finished off the first ball of light blue, and my ball of light pink's getting a bit low and I still have lesbian flags to do. So I'm going to leave it here for now, and then I'm sure another yarn order will be happening at some point because I need more to make capybaras and stuff. So I'll order a bit more light pink in that order so that I can do more trans flags and more lesbian flags with what I have available. So that's those. So that's 4 things. So as a recap, oh, not got my frog, hang on. Okay, right, as a recap, we have made 1 jumbo froggy boy, 1 pride capybara, 1 hoodie bear. Again, I know I said I was going to make 2 of these for the same reason. I'm just going to hold off on the second one with the actual flag on its hoodie until I have more light pink, because this uses quite a lot of yarn. So 1 hoodie bear, that's all of my big things for this flag. Medium things, we made 3 axolotls, 1 in blue, 1 in pink and 1 in white. Then I'll also count these as medium because they're not keychains. We made 1, 2, 3, 4 Beans the Frogs, and that is everything. So that is 7, 11, 14 trans plushies ready for my markets. Like I said, I'll probably end up making a few more bits just because I do have the 2 Pride markets, so I want to make sure I'm fully stocked for both of them. But I'm very happy with what I've made. I'm happy with the new patterns that we've chosen for Pride things. I will try and mix it up in each video, so I'm not doing the same. How many patterns is this? 2, 4, 7 patterns every time. Like, for example, for the lesbian flag, I want to do a rabbit, I think, for cheeky reasons. The pan flag, I think I'm going to do a big dinosaur for pansexual. That's my current thoughts. I also want to make a binosaur for the bi flag. So we'll mix up the bigger patterns and then probably keep with the same few smaller patterns. But that is how we're going to do this. Thank you very much for watching. If you got this far, comment and let me know which one your favourite make is. I'm biased, but it is my Pride Cappy for me, and I think that's everything I have to say. Check out the Ko-fi store. I will put some of these up, probably a limited number, just so that I can keep some of these for the actual markets that I need them for. But some of them will be on my Ko-fi at various points. Subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. I am working on a rainbow one, gay male flag, lesbian flag, pan flag, bi flag, non-binary, and I think I'm going to do gender fluid as well. A few of those may be combined. Into one video if they're similar flags or similar identities, just so I don't end up boring you all with like 10 kajillion different ones. Oh, and arrow and ace flags I'm also doing. So they're coming gradually throughout May and June for the Pride season. If you are watching this before the end of May, I am participating in a Pride crochet along on Instagram. I will link it in the description. It's pride_cal. So you can get this pattern for free if you want him through that thing, but you need to be following the page before the 31st of May, otherwise you won't be able to participate. And then afterwards he will be available on my Ko-fi store. I don't think I have anything else to say, so subscribe, like, drop a hype if you can. Do all the things, share it if you want to share it. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see more stuff that I make. I have a TikTok. I'm working on getting better at posting on it. And yeah, all good. All good. Have a good day. Thank you very much for watching. Hi, I'm Max. I'm the oh, that's going straight in the blooper reel.